You don't know your matchup though. They're going for the timber. Goodness. Okay.
Okay. I guess they can just decide who they to put, whether the Batrider or the Timber mid, depending on what the mid hero is here.
And you know,
It
it's
covers up all
really,
their
really
bases.
easy to analyze Timbersaw when he gets picked. I've learned from countless panels where you literally just count the amount of strength cores they have, and right now they've got 2, so it's a great Timbersaw pick. Good job, everybody. Not a perfect Timbersaw pick. We'll see soon, but yeah.
I mean, the other thing is you have to look at how much burst damage they have, right, to be able to deal with the Timber.
Right.
And at the moment, they kind of lack. Maybe the thing is they need a hero that could lane against the Batrider if needed as well. OD, okay. I mean, there's the burst damage. Sure, why not?
Is this a?
It's really good.
OD
It's really
OD?
good against the PA. Oh, it's a really good OD game. Like PA has to build like fairly stat heavy, otherwise the Sanity's Eclipse just blows her up as well if she
Yeah.
doesn't have the BKB on. Like it's really good if the Magnus or the Batrider go on somebody, he can imprison them as well to stop the follow-up damage coming through. It's decent against Timber in lane. It's decent against Batrider in lane because he can never dive you.
And the most important thing, which is the synergy between Silencer and OD, where Silencer takes their int, and then OD does more damage with his ultimate.
Are so
Just
smart,
so intelligent. Yeah, I won't blame you for not getting that one. It's a bit above you. But I'm here. I've got it. No problem.
I'm too busy playing 2D chess. You're playing 7D chess.
Exactly. I'm up in the sky with these masterminds of Donor of VG Gaming and Alliance. Alrighty, game number 2. What are we thinking about these drafts, Mo? I've got to say, I think this OD is looking mighty scary, and an Ori OD is not something you want to fuck with.
I hate trying to call a game when there's a mag PA in it, though, because all of a sudden, like, Alliance are losing all game. All they need is one good team fight, right, with an RP, and then PA just gets 3 crits in a row and the whole of Vici are dead. So, that being said, I like the Vici draft more, but I think the Alliance draft in comparison to last game, I think this one gives them a better chance of winning than the other game did.
Do you like this Batrider set?
I can't see because
No, you can't, can you?
Magnus thing's in the way,
Just
unfortunately.
giant drill hammer in the way. What a shame.
Interesting to point out, Quake was playing the Batrider, though, and Boxy's playing the Timber. So it's probably going to be this Batrider mid.
Yeah,
to get the,
kind of with the OD, that's kind of what I expected.
Yeah, you want the Timber in one of the side lanes.
Indeed.
Doesn't mind if he plays against the Centaur or the Lifestealer. You know, either are fine for him. Good Centaur win rate, 42-23.
Not bad, not bad. Not a very good, it's Zania, 89 and 77. I've seen better.
Disappointing.
I have seen better.
Disappointing.
All right, let's get into it. Game number 2 in this best of 3 series. It is Vici Gaming versus Alliance here at the EPICENTER major group stage. The winner of this match will be going through to the upper bracket. The loser will be going down to the decider. Well, not loser of this match, but the loser of this series. So still potentially another game to come if Alliance can take the victory. But I think we're both favoring this Vici Gaming draft pretty heavily right now. Easy to bet on these guys have been playing so well.
Their draft is a little bit greedy. You know, they need to have a decent start. I think, like, if this OD falls behind, they might start to struggle. Tiger's going to scout out this OD in the bot lane.
Will they be able to put enough pressure onto Mickey with this Magnus?
It's interesting, isn't it? I mean, they don't have the greatest supports on the Vici side in terms of roaming. Like, Rubik's okay, but Silencer isn't great either.
It's a lot of pressure on Centaur to make things happen this game, and the last game he certainly did deliver on Yang. Took him a little bit of time. Don't forget, he had a pretty rough phase throughout the kind of 10 to 15 minute mark where he kept trying to go for ganks and couldn't really find them, but now might be the opportunity to do that. Silencer starting out with the glaives as well, so that's a little bit interesting, but I guess because they've seen that Quake was on the Batrider, they know he's going to be not laning versus the Bat, so you just go for the glaives for the harass damage instead. You don't have to worry about having to stop him casting spells. Also, the pure damage is it pure damage or magical? I can't remember. Yeah, it's pure.
Yeah.
I should never doubt myself. So
it's
yeah,
really
that's pretty
important.
good versus the Timbersaw.
Yeah, and they're going to try lane early on, which I really like here. You know that you can't really win this top lane with the Centaur and the Rubik, so... Is he actually going to TP away? What's Fade trying to do here? It's interesting.
Don't know, but I'm not going to doubt him. I've done that before. Is he looking for the lane rotation, I think? And he's actually caught Tiger here and actually stopping him from walking over to the other lane. That is fairly heads-up play from him.
And again?
Yeah.
Tiger?
Tiger's like, I'm just going to go up this Tiger. Oh. Is he okay?
Throw that Fade Bolt. Damage reduction. Come on.
No, that's a
Fade.
last hit spell only.
That's, yeah, it's interesting. Okay.
Hold.
Look at Boxy, though, as well on the Timber. I mean, he's just trying to pull this creep wave, mess with it as much as he can.
God, Fade's got to have the highest DPS in the game right now. He's just smashing pills. Spent the entire game right-clicking heroes. Feels pretty good. Yeah.
Fade and DY, both of them.
Yeah, just chasing around these melee heroes all around the jungle. It's kind of scattered right now. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, it is Mickey and Insania versus Yang up here as the Centaur does his best to lane up. Should lose the lane, but we'll see how much he can get from it, obviously, in a duel versus solo situation. That is what we believe.
I mean, Centaur's one of the best heroes at dealing with the Oracle, because Oracle doesn't really want to right-click the Centaur to give him the stacks. You know, he doesn't do a huge amount of damage with his right-clicks either.
Double stout shield, by the way.
It's very difficult for the Oracle and PA to deal with this. When he gets a few levels online, like when Rubik gets level 2 here, they have to be really careful.
Ooh, should the double stout shield protect him against daggers?
Yeah, it counts as an attack, I'm pretty sure.
Cool.
Yeah, the dagger, so...
very value then. I'm impressed. Nice job. And down the bottom lane, of course, Paparazzi just going to be farming up again this lifesteal. It was so scary last game. I'm almost surprised the Alliance have found themselves in the situation again where they're against this hero and they can't really challenge him in lane either, so we know he's going to have a good start. We know he's probably going to find decent timing on that Midas. But still, this time they have the kind of... the most important thing in this game, I would say, is this PA, right? Like, if both teams are just going to be staring at Mickey the entire game, and if there's ever a play... Oh my god. Fade. Jesus. Yeah. No chill from the low ground there.
You have to make sure that your PA is a good start. If the PA starts to fall behind, yes, he does have the mag and power to help him in the jungle, you know, help accelerate that farm, but then it's going to be very much on the Batrider and the Timbersaw to make space. With how the lanes are going at the moment, you know, Timbersaw's not getting a huge amount, especially with DY just zoning him by himself.
That. You could also say he's had 4 CS and is being bullied pretty heavily. Full half a level, nearly a full level, in fact, behind the lifestealer at this stage. So, yeah, Boxy being taken to Paintown by a silencer.
How's this OD doing, though? I mean, he's kind of trading relatively even with the Batrider, but Quickfoot does have a wave to get at the moment, so...
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, I look at this lane and I go, okay, well, if they trade even, then this is Ori's having a wonderful time. He's on the Radiant side. He's going to be taking advantage of that Radiant camp, so it's a real challenge. There's so many problems which seem to be potentially popping up for Alliance.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I don't know. The problem is for them that they have this really greedy mag position 4, right? That isn't really going to achieve too much at the start of this game. Like, he needs levels at some point. So, the Batrider has to have a decent start in this lane so that the mag can take over the lane while the Batrider roams around the map. And there's nobody to pressure the Lifestealer at the moment because there's this greedy position 4 in the mag.
Yeah.
So, if Paparazzi has a decent start to this game, which he is at the moment, it looks like a bit of a worry.
He's having a fantastic start to the game, yeah, as Boxy unable to really get in the silencer pick, really doing work, even for the hero which was picked after the silencer came up. One thing I do want to say about the Yang up in the top lane as well. So Boxy seems to be okay, but Yang, well, they're actually trying to turn this one around. Oh, the lift cancels out the skewer, and Yang turning it around. They've got more than enough damage to take him down. Vici Gaming get the turnaround kill onto Tiger.
Fade with the big boy plays.
That was a hero rotating, like, I mean, I know it's tri-lane, but still 3 heroes up here, and they managed to take a kill for Vici Gaming instead. That is really, really costly, and great first blood for Vici Gaming.
Yeah, Boxy is level 4 now as well, though, for Alliance, so that he's starting to get something down here. Like, they can't really bully him out anymore with the 2 points in reactive... I was going to say living armor. 2 points in reactive armor.
Every single rune, every single bounty.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a worry for Alliance. Magnus is level 2, 5 minutes into the game. They're probably not exactly how they were expecting this to be played out.
No, this is not going towards the game plan right now. Might have to return to the whiteboard for Alliance right now, but what else can they do? Boxy going to TP over to the shrine, trying to be as efficient as possible. Well, Meanwhile, Ori just on top of the Batrider right now. He's
to be a
going
bit
for him.
careful here.
He's pretty
There's a
excited,
haste
but yeah,
room.
there's heroes coming in. Tiger and Fade both making their way over from this one, and with the lift, that will force back Alliance. Damn, a Batrider with a haste rune. I mean, this one is one of those runes which is often considered like a free kill rune for Batrider.
Unfortunately, there's an Astra and a lift that he has to play into, which doesn't help.
True. And now
Has he
that
got
haste
curse?
runs out, and DY's on top of him. That curse does indeed come out. Tiger's going to have to help out Koikva somehow here, but Koikva, he's just being run down. DY, he's just chasing him. Koikva trying to juke through the trees. Gets one. Two more
There's
hits
a
will
curse in
probably be
5.
needed, and there comes that South, and they're looking to maybe turn this one around. Where are the TPs for Alliance right now? Nobody's coming in for this one. They're just going to try and do it with the 2-man. Koikva turning in, but automatically getting brought down so low. There's so much damage. DY should be the first one to fall, though, and finally the Silencer is put to sleep. And now they look towards Fade as well. The fire's on top of him. Koikva does need to be a little bit careful, but he kind of knows that once that Fade bolt is down, there's very little which Ruby can do. The hero spells are very, very long
TP?
cooldown, though. Tiger pushes him away a little bit there. Yeah, the TP potential is actually now real, but I think there's going to be too much damage coming out of the Batrider. So down goes Fade as well. Alliance, it's a slow one. It's a very slow skirmish, but eventually it does go in their favor, those sticky napalm stacks. I mean, I guess OD was farming in the meantime. He picked up a double damage rune, but yeah, definitely a nice situation for Alliance to be in.
I mean, yeah, I'd be more than happy with that with Vici, though. I mean, all threes are just farming in the meantime. They're absolutely fine with that. Like, if your supports die, yeah, it's not great, but they'll be okay. As long as their cores keep farming. That's the most important thing. Boxy's getting a little bit of hate thrown into him in the bot lane, or he's turned up as well.
Yeah, this is a lot of heroes down here. I feel like Boxy is, well, I feel like he's dead.
That's some top tier analysis.
Thank you. Yeah,
I'm scared for my job now. Oh, top lane as well. They're going on to.
Well, are they?
They
They're firing
They can't-
spells at Yang, and Yang is just absorbing like a sponge absorbed water.
Okay, so Batrider's starting to roam around now. Is he taking some stacks here, maybe? And this is what we were talking about.
Let's see
Like,
something.
the mag needs to take over a lane. Like, he needs levels at this point because you need the poison in power to help
Yang
your.
could be in some trouble. The
PA.
rotation's coming in. They're jumping on top. He's used the stomp. Koikva is here. He's got the lasso. Going to throw it out immediately, and this should put an end to Yang. The successful rotation from Koikva to start off his roaming life. Or he did TP in, but just a little bit too late.
Again, I'm still a little bit worried for Alonso about this free farming life stealer. We saw what Paparazzi could do on this hero last game. I really don't think you want to be giving it to him again.
Just about to hit 4,000 net worth pre-10 minutes. Always a pretty good point to hit. And with his Midas coming out to him sometime soon as well. It's a good day to be stealing some lives. Boxy can't really do anything to this guy right now. He never has been able to. I mean, he's so far behind at this stage. Just doesn't really have any items. Boots of speed. And that's about all Boxy has.
Right, so yeah, Boxy's level 6 now though. So he can, yeah, look, you see he starts to lay the hurt into Paparazzi instantly. He doesn't really have a huge amount of mana to work with. Like, he doesn't have arcanes or a soul ring or anything. So that's a bit of a worry for him. But at least he's, getting the levels online.
Tiger's actually already 970 gold into that Blink Dagger as well, which is not too bad for him. But up in the top lane, there's constant fighting going on. But Yang has just been allowed to sit up here. Like, these two heroes can't force him off the lane, so Yang is really having a nice time.
Free heal as well.
We'll take it.
I'm saying it, but yeah, I mean, he had the arcanes queued up before. And when you play this possible mag, if you have a good start to the game, you really like going for that arcanes first, just to be a little bit more greedy. But with the way the game's going at the moment, you can see they're 3k behind. Like, they feel like they need the blink as quickly as they can.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. But look at these stacks that are being made in the dire jungle.
Yeah, they're really trying to set up Mickey for the best game possible. All chips are going into Mickey right now. And I feel that's a right choice from Alliance, but obviously it doesn't come without its risks. And
Oh, does the stack go up?
farming the enemy jungle and not actually positioned for the bounty runes. So Alliance are able to take one bounty rune as Boxy comes through, and they've actually left this one here.
Oh,
no one's going for that
look
right
at the
now.
stacks.
Oh no, Vici
I
Gaming.
accept
They've seen them.
things.
They need to defend this one, but Koipa's come in. They TP'd upon, but the Stampede comes out. The damage coming through as well. The magic resist does help out a little bit, but the orbs, they're chasing him down. Koipa somehow still alive, being healed up. The bottle coming out as well. They've actually taken down Thade on the backline. They're going on to DY now as well. Alliance might have just found this one, but Sati's comes down, but DY is dead, and I think Ori needs to get himself out of this one. Meanwhile, Centaur has just been farming the entire time. No, I'm kidding. He was in the fight, but now he's trying to get himself away. Mickey trying to chase down Ori. The damage coming through, trying to keep his distance from the Centaur. Doesn't want to get stunned up. Trying to play it around nicely here as the root is going to come, but nice dodge out. Yang trying to find a stun, but Alliance, they're just scattering around him right now. And beautiful stun coming back, throwing the skewer. Ori in a bad position. He will be finished off in the tree lines there as a crit comes through from Mickey. That is 3 kills in quick succession for him, making it number 4 now as he's chasing down Yang, but with DY respawning and all the other sports joining up as well, Alliance will have to back themselves away and chill out just a little bit, but they're going to be very happy with the overextension Vici made. Classic, isn't it? They could not resist the stacks. Kids in a candy store. I think Centaur did manage to take a few of them, but
in the meantime, there's one man that is very happy with all this space that's coming his way.
yeah, this dude has had so much space, he's pretty much visiting Pluto. Not a planet, by the way. Rest in peace.
The Rubik is level 6 now, though. And if you see that special little chakram he has, it's going to be green. I'm very excited. Whoa!
Well, I missed it. Wait, where is it? All
You're
right,
too late, man. It just costs a lot of mana, though, for the Rubik. Which is
yeah,
pretty
no,
sad.
I doubt I'll be using it again.
Dire's top tower.
Well,
Started to rotate around a little bit here, just to give the Rubik a bit more space as well. He's got that Blink Dagger queued up, and what a play. He keeps his catapult alive with the Astral.
oh, there's the green chakram. There we go. That's what we were waiting for. Beautiful.
Have you been following him that whole time,
Yes,
waiting for it?
yeah, that's what happens when you get nomad camera work.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Easily
Yeah,
distracted.
dear.
So yeah, I mean, despite the huge engagement we had, which Alliance definitely were the victors in, I think most engagement actually Alliance have been winning so far. Only 2 kills on the side of Ichi Gaming, but they don't feel that far ahead, and they're going to go for a fight here, but DY's in the trees just chasing back Insania. In comes a Timbersaw, though he's on top of Ori, doing a lot of damage right now. The Global Sun's going to use with a Stampede to turn this one around. Vici Gaming looking to fight this one. The lift come back onto the Barrett Rider, throwing him back into everybody right now, but he's got a lasso if he wants to use it, but DY's just chasing down Insania, and there comes Lasso out, dragging him into the fire and the flames, and the team say, no thank you, DY. You're in too deep, and we are unfortunately going to leave you to die to the hands of Alliance. So again, Alliance, you know, this was Global Silence, and this was Stampede being used, and they didn't get anything. But meanwhile, Paparazzi, he's got his he's got his earbuds in. He's listening to his favorite songs, just hitting stuff in the bottom lane.
Dire's bottom
I think Vici realised they made a mistake there, though. Like, they saw that the Oracle was sat behind, so even if they went on the Batrider there, the Insania would have just saved him straight away. So they basically just gave up DY instead and let their cause get out, which is definitely worth it. Smart play. Yeah, he's getting close to that blink as well on the center. He's going to be happy.
DY?
DY?
That's
Okay.
no place to keep your silencer. And they're just
Yeah, they're
pinging
gonna
out
get the
desperately. They're
board
like,
as well.
yeah, they what else would a silencer be doing in here? Was he trying to visit our shrine? I really don't think so. It's probably placing
Nikkei
a
is
board.
getting massive on this PA now, though. He's
yeah,
having a great
that's what I was
time.
just about to comment on. Is and as well, not having to go for that Battle Fury is absolute delight for the Phantom Assassin. She can go straight in for a Manta, try and purge off some of the stuff which Vici is throwing away, get a bunch of damage coming down, and just farm as quickly as possible with Tiger just free to follow him around and keep him powering him up. Like, he'll farm faster. I mean, we're already seeing it. He'll farm faster than Lifesteal does with the Midas. That is a
Yeah, of course,
guarantee.
but at the same time, there's going to be a big power spike from Paparazzi this game when he does pick up the Radiance. Whether the PA's not going to be, like a massive problem for him. Going into the late game, this PA will, absolutely destroy him.
Tower is under attack.
Things not looking too bad for Alliance right now. Oh, Timber.
Dire's structures
Oh, Timber. He's slowly losing his mana inside that Astral, though. He's just running forwards right now. It's a Batrider coming in with Boots of Travel. They're trying to jump onto Fade right now. And Fade, his health is disappearing, but a
Ooh.
beautiful Timber chain so far away. See you later, boys. I'm out of here.
That was pretty cute.
Very
He's got the Aether Lens as well, so it
Yeah, I
was
was going to say, that was like
massive.
under attack. Radiant's
a long chain. But, not about how long your chains are. It's about how you use them.
Here's the blink
Look at him go again. He
on the
goes
center.
flying forwards onto Tiger, and that is a Magnus. made extinct as the Stampede being used to secure the bounty, I think? Alright.
Yeah, it helped them get out from top lane as well.
Okay. Dual purpose Stampedes. Nice. Love the efficiency.
So the problem I see for Vici at the moment is that they need a spirit vessel for this Timber, right? I mean, they have the OD, which is nice, but you always want that spirit vessel online. And guess who's building it?
Did I miss?
It's not Rubik this game. It's going to be DY on the silencer. So that vessel is going to be a little while. I don't really see DY getting any kind of farm anytime soon.
No, especially on the kamikaze warding missions he's been going on.
Yeah, that's true.
Lions gathering up around this middle lane here. Might be looking for something. Tiger still waiting for his blink dagger, but he's made absolutely no progress to it. Oh, I think he bought the arcane boots when he had brown boots before, so... Waiting and waiting.
So this looks like Centaur's going to be building towards the Crimson Guard at some point in this game, probably next. Which is obviously going to be really nice up against this PA's damage. Obviously, if you're Vici, man, like this PA is the only massive threat to you in the late game, right? Like Timber's annoying, Batrider's annoying, but if you can deal with this PA...
Oh,
then...
Mickey, he's in a real bad position right now. Went for some greedy farm with the TPs coming in. I think it's going to put an end to this PA's life very quickly. Going for the quick kill onto DY with Mats coming out as well, but it's not going to be enough to keep Mickey alive. They do throw down the Sanity's Eclipse, but that was just awfully greedy.
Yeah, a nice Astral there as well, just to keep the Silencer alive, and he does still gain the 2 int from the PA when he's in the Astral, so that's another +2.
Yeah, more damage for the OD's ulti. How much does it do per was it, like, the int difference?
I think it's 8, 9, 10, right?
Yeah.
And
each time, at max level, each time... Wait, I don't want to embarrass myself with some bad maths here.
It's
That's 20 damage.
It is, yeah. And he's also building a Kaya on the OD, because he understands how big his Eclipse is this game. Like, they need the instant burst against the PA. Like we've mentioned, he is the only massive problem that they're going to have in the late game. It feels like Alliance need to be doing more with this Timber and this Batrider early on, but they're not really they can't really at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know if they can. I mean, they've got to be scared of the ultimates, of course, but at the same time, if they've used their ultimates to defend an attack from Timbersaw and Batrider, then that means they're not using their ults to go and kill your Phantom Assassin, which ultimately is a goal for Alliance right now, I think. Yeah, I think they need to be taking some steps.
Don't need to make moves on the PA, he just ends up in your jungle and you kill him there instead. It's fine.
Ooh, spicy burns.
That's not even burns, just, just saying. Are they going to smoke here? How long? Oh, Tiger's really close to blink. Okay, so they really need this on the Magnus. I guess that's what they were waiting for, make some plays, but Boxy might be in a little bit of trouble.
Nope.
No, he's fine.
No, they decide they want something else. They want to see if a PA unwittingly walks into them again. Take your bets now, chat. 1, if you think that the PA is going to walk into the enemy team. 2, if you think she's going to be absolutely safe. Looking like the 2's coming out with it this time around as Vici keep making their way towards the bottom lane. They just say, I was fully expecting them to walk up onto the high ground right now, but there we go. Here we go. Okay, but they're a little bit too late. They've already been missing from the map long enough for Mickey to realize that they're probably hunting him right now, so away he goes. But this is what I mean, right? Like, because the Batrider and the Timbersaw haven't been trying to make any plays, all the supports either, you know, I mean, I guess Tiger's got to follow around the PA, but still. They're allowed to smoke. They're allowed to go for aggressive plays. They've got all their ultimates off cooldown, so they're feeling in a really good position to fight right now and still trying to take control of this part of the map. But Quaker's actually coming into this one. DY's got the global science if he wants to throw it down. Doesn't want to use it so far as the Yasuo comes out, and that's a great RP! Tiger on top of 3 right now as they try to fight this one up, but the Stampede is coming in from behind. The damage is coming through. Mickey's joining in this fight, but immediately getting stomped up, and that's a stolen reverse polarity, holding still the Phantom Assassin, and there's Sanity's Eclipse ripping through Mickey. He is no more, and Sonya being run down as well. This is Vici Gaming's fight. Boxy trying to get himself away, but there is nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Chinese are here, and they are taking the lives of Alliance one by one.
Yeah, they got DY, though, with the RP.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's like the big Blink RP reveal, right? And PA just wasn't available right at that moment to be able to come in with the damage.
Yeah, the follow-up was not there, and being
Sick
so
RP still.
patient on the global silence. So patient, like... The lifesteal's being dragged away in the lasso, and he was like, yeah, no, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. And he just kept really smart by DY just to not be too trigger-happy on that one, and one of the reasons why they won that fight. Meanwhile,
but where's
Alliance
the damage
probably...
for the Lifestealer?
What's up?
Like, even if you lasso the Lifestealer, how are you killing him?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
where is
not
your
there.
damage coming from?
It's very hard.
Dire's middle
Even if the PA comes, like when he gets his armlet online, he will have the extra mana. Oh,
That rider.
oh.
Yeah. It's a quickie. It's getting reminiscent of last game. The moment Vici Gaming start to feel they have an advantage, they just get their gloves on and they just start chasing Alliance around the map.
Yeah, this Manta on PA, like Mickey needs this Manta because he's playing against the global and whatnot. Like you don't want to be popping. At some point in this game, you're gonna need Manta and BKB, right? Oh, mid. Actually, Boxy. Hang on.
Okay, for the time being, he's going to have the 2 centimeter long timber chain, but the Astral comes out. They might actually be able to grab this one as Tiger comes in, but no, not quick enough as a blink comes through. And now they're actually using the Stampede. They want to go for this fight right now. Mickey's looking really low on the front lines, but in comes a false promise, but she just has to run. Mickey needs to get himself away, but Paparazzi's still chasing with a stomp there as well. I don't think the false promise is going to save him. And Sanya gets casually picked off the back lines. Mickey's still alive somehow. The Paparazzi trying to make sure that's not the case, but Mickey's still on the run up onto the high ground. They're still chasing, but now they might look to punish as Fade jumps in. He gets the Fade bot and brings down Mickey, and now with the lasso out onto the Rubik, they're trying to bring him down, but Paparazzi just inhabiting this is the wrong base. Fade still fighting. He's got the Chakram. He's trying to bring down Koifa, but finally Tiger puts an end to his bullshit. But still, it's a pretty big fight for VG Gaming. They pick off 3 huge heroes.
Yeah, massive. I can't believe Paparazzi was quite so ballsy there, just jumping in the base without a care in the world.
Run him.
He's now got the gold for a plate mail as well. So we were talking about the damage, needing to kill him is going to be coming from the PA. Unfortunately, he's now got the 5 armor from the armlet and the plate mail as well. So not an easy boy to bring down.
Getting strong. Alliance in a tricky-dicky situation right now once again. Not where they planned on being in this game. They still have the comeback potential of this Phantom Assassin this time around, which they didn't have last game, and a much better start to the game than last game, but still, now with that 7k gold deficit, they're going to start getting a bit sweaty in their game of chance.
I mean, to be fair, when you play this kind of PA lineup, you understand that you might fall behind a little bit at the start of the game because of the mag, but yeah, these last couple of team fights have definitely not gone how they would have liked. That's the big difference.
And where's this Timbersaw been? I feel like Boxy's game impact has been little to none.
It's been really minimal. Like, look at the net worths again. Fade's just ahead of him in terms of net worth on this Rubik. He's doing such a huge amount. He's got Blink Aether Lens already on the Rubik. He's just going to go for that Aeon Disc now to stop the burst coming through from, in the RP or the lasso, or even just a random PA jumping on him.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
VG Gaming once again just stalking forwards here. Paparazzi is fairly confident that if they do grab him, no matter what they throw at him, he's going to be absolutely peachy. So not afraid to just walk up onto the high ground, even with his team a little bit further behind him.
What can Alliance do to come back into this game? That's what I'm trying to think about at the moment. Like, they obviously need to just keep their PA farming.
I mean, she's got the BKB. Like, the possibility for a fight is real from Alliance. We talk a lot about how, oh yeah, it's great, Leslie is not going to die to PA, but everybody else is. Like, there's no one else who's going to survive except for the Centaur to a PA onslaught. So that has to be something which Vici Gaming are very cognizant about.
Could they, like, try and sneak a Roche or something at some point? But no, the PA doesn't have a Deso, so... No. That's the biggest worry. I mean, they could if they get into the pit, but I just feel like Vici are always going to be playing around that Roche now. They know that, Alliance are probably going to want to take a fight around it.
Yeah, part of me feels like I would have liked to see the Death on the Phantom's House in this game, just as something to basically just run it. I know it makes you super vulnerable to the silencer, so you can't do it, but that's a great lasso. Can they get the damage out in time? The global silencer's out, but it doesn't matter. Already taken down. He just gets his curry spiced there.
They've got the timber, though.
Ooh, the turnaround kill. So Vici Gaming do the old do-si-do, but actually DY, that is not the way you want to go. He's running into the wrong team right now. The blast comes through following Mika. Yeah, look at him. He doesn't care. Kill me now, guys. Running himself away, but in they go with the RP. It's onto 2, but where's the follow-up damage? Mika, he's not doing enough right now. The Crimson Guard is doing so much work. Koikva just sitting on top of DY. All right, we'll take that kill instead. He finally runs out his luck. I didn't think that was going to happen all the time, so they'll look towards its middle tower right now. Alliance get a little bit. I wouldn't say a lot. But losing Boxy isn't really that big of a deal right now. Like, he has no money, he has very little game impact. I kind of feel like Alliance is going to be very happy with how this one's been going down so far. And Mickey just the man of the hour. The man of the minute, maybe. Maybe not
It was a
manning out
massive
right
team
yet.
fight for Alliance. Oh, Yang's
Oh,
going
they're
in,
jumping
though.
in though. They're looking for the retaliation, and Sania's gonna throw in the false promise. And Mickey actually wants to fight this one. He's not scared, but with Ori coming back, I'm not sure this is the best idea. But there's a TP coming in from Koikfer as well. They're trying to kill the creeps, so the Fortify comes out to make sure he finishes the TP. And now on top of Yang, Yang getting low, and he's gonna be brought down. And a look towards Paparazzi as well. They're jumping forward with PA. She's doing so much damage. Paparazzi, he's getting low, but he turns around. He's got the rage, he's got the open wounds with his anti-eclipse. They bring down Mickey. The turnaround for Vici Gaming, it is coming through. Alliance, do they really want to try and save Boxy right now? I don't think you can, and he will fall. And Vici Gaming finally get the victory here. They just keep on fighting. The battles do not end, and finally it swings in Vici Gaming's favor. And now they can maybe look towards Roshan. The pings are coming out, and Yang is going to get this party started, I think. Or he's going to stand and stare at him. Whatever, dude.
He needs to wait for the live stealers to come over there.
Kill my flow, Yang. Whatever, man.
Oh boy, I mean, as soon as the Ori comes back into that fight on the OD, it's really difficult for them to take it. And if you see their itemization, like he's almost got the AC on Lifestealer, Ori's picked up Shivas as well. They know that this physical damage reduction is the most important thing. Yeah, Yang has the Crimson. Avicii are going to be ready for the next fight here.
Well, they're
As soon as
ready, they're going to be raring. They're going to have their belts tied tight and their bandanas on their heads.
Dire's top tower has been
Where else do you wear a bandana?
You don't
Actually, I
wanna
won't
know.
ask that.
Yeah, don't ask that question.
Koikfer's just trying to desperately push out waves here as well. He's building his own Yules to try and deal with this silences, global silence that's been coming out, and he's going for that 4 staff next.
Yeah, I like what Koikfer's been doing down here, just pushing out the lane, playing a dangerous part of the map, but making sure that VG Gaming can't immediately focus on objectives. But then again, what objectives do they have to take? Like, there's only the bottom lane left. And they're actually picking out Yang right now. Alliance showing a bit of life. I mean, they know there's no OD in this situation, so they're going to have to force a stampede. But immediate Yules comes out. Koikfer's in top. He's got the lasso, but the silence comes out. Now they just turn around and block the Batrider immediately. And Boxy going down as well. Paparazzi, he's got too much damage. Mickey, he's got to be careful, but he's got a lot of defensive capabilities here, so he should be okay, especially with Insania backing him up as well. The buyback comes in from Boxy. Hello? That's an interesting one. He TPs to the shrine nearby. Yeah, this isn't going to stop him. He's a lifestealer with an Aegis. He's got no worries at all.
Tiger got caught with the curse there, but managed to get the blink out just in time before the curse damage came through. It's the same as last game, right? Where there's just going to be this like 5-minute period where Alliance aren't going to be able to get anything from the map.
Yeah, they don't want to be in that situation again, but have they learned from the last game? Did they have a chance to stop and think about their last game and say, well, what did we do wrong? What can we do differently next time? Because next time, it is here. It is on their doorstep. The time to step up to the plate for Alliance is now. 11k gold behind. It would be a hell of a comeback.
Fade on this Rubik almost picked up the A on disc as well. So if you're looking at Alliance in these team fights, like who are you trying to bring down first? I mean, obviously if you can get to him, DY on this silence is the big one, but I don't really see that being a possibility for them in most of these engagements. Like even he's building a goddamn medallion for armor. Like he understands what the issues are for him.
Blinking forwards, lift up, throwing back the Magnus. They've actually got more than enough damage to tear him down, but Mickey's actually turning up into this fight. He's got the BKB going, he's trying to bring down Faye, but Faye's got an A on disc. What? He just got it delivered. How do you see that coming? Oh my god, that is unfortunate. And now VG Gaming, or very unfortunate if you're a VG Gaming fan, is insane. Yeah, he purchased off the open wounds almost immediately, but now with the stomp on top of him as well, he's not getting away from that one. Tiger didn't want to commit the RP to that one, so just tries to shove him away, but unfortunately it's not enough, and Mickey will do some exit damage, but in comes Societies! Mickey dropping low, doesn't have that BKB anymore, as the lasso has to be used, and now the RP holding OD still. Mickey's going into this one, but that was a very risky jump of Paparazzi. He doesn't care, he's got the Aegis, he's going to dive the tier 4s. PA doesn't have buyback, can't come back into this fight. Yang, DY, Faith, they're all into the enemy base right now as Paparazzi just chasing heroes through their own base. Boxy goes down and everybody else forced back to the fountain. The Magnus and the Batrider do survive after Tiger buys back, but unfortunately, all the 3 heroes are all dead. Oracle now respawning, but unfortunately, VG Gaming are already ripping through this tower. What fights are coming out from them? So aggressive. Like, they're just going under tier 4s. They don't even care. Their advantage isn't that huge where they can dive the base right now, but it certainly feels like it is. Now Batrider comes into this one and just immediately eliminated. They're trying to find some kind of entry to that. Maybe some kind of opening for a skewer. I don't even know. But unfortunately, Koikfer does end up losing his life.
I mean, Yang's playing so well on this center. He's always getting the right stomps off, always in the right positions. I think him and Fade between them this series have been insane. You know, they've played the same heroes in both games, and boy, you can see why they want to pick them again.
Yeah, it's been convincing. It has been convincing.
The problem for our Alliance is that we've talked about it. Like Vici just build all these armor items. If PA can't do any damage, then Alliance just have no win condition. Like they have to get a big RP into a PA jump to be able to win any kind of fight. But with this global silence coming through from the silencer, this pick has just completely changed the game, and Alliance just can't play the way they want to.
2 barracks down. Alliance to say they're on the back foot would be a bit of an under-exaggeration. They are on the back everything. Hands, feet.
Oh, yeah, I won't ask.
It's always best not to. Who knows by now. Mickey just critting through some creeps. I mean, yeah, Mickey does have a ton of damage to give, but if you use that BKB too early, then it's just never going to be seen. They did
Problem is
kill
he's
the
only
OD,
building his first damage item now. Like he's going for this MKB, which is going to be massive for him. Like when he actually gets his first damage item, but it's not, you know, it's not amazing. It still feels like he's a whole item behind.
They're going for Boxy right now. Stampede being used as they look for the Timber Saw, but he's managed to get the Timber Chain away. He's got another one available in 1 second. Can he make it up to the high ground? No, he cannot. I like the play. Clear the trees. Try and make yourself a path up onto the high ground, but unfortunately, Vici Gaming are on top of him. They bring down that Timber. Boxy takes another full 40 seconds without that Timber Saw.
Look at it. Like, Yang, 39 armor on the center. Paparazzi, 41 armor on the Lifestealer. OD, 29 armor. Even DY has 30 armor on the silencer. What does PA do? Oh, here we go.
He does this. He tears DY a new one. And now Yang jumping in straight away, tries to man to dodge it, doesn't quite well, falls up onto the high ground. Now the Global Silence comes out onto the PA, just taking her down as Paparazzi ripping through her defenses. She pops a BKB just to keep herself alive, keep into the distance, doesn't want to run away from this fight, and is actually getting salved up by Insania.
Thinking one.
Ooh, jumping in with the Infest Bomb as well. They've got Koik, but Koik with the False Promise, though, gonna maybe keep him alive for a little bit longer, but I think he's already sustained far too much, and now they can look towards Insania as well, but the 4 staff's away. Alliance doing a good job on keeping people alive until Koik just implodes from the amount of damage he took, and now without that Bat Rider, this bottom tier 2 will be falling, but they're just looking for the kills right now. They're looking for Mickey. Oh my god, the damage coming through from the Sanity's Eclipse! It just puts an end to Alliance's entire game! The GG comes out, they weren't ready for that. Down goes the Phantom Assassin, and down goes any chances Alliance had of coming back into this one. It is going to be a 2-0 for Vici Gaming. Alliance will have to battle through the decider match, but Vici Gaming playing absolutely phenomenally. If you didn't think this team were looking pretty damn hot coming into this